Hi, this is the second thing. Uh, recently I've been thinking a lot about this. Since this is my diary, I was forced by my son to start this diary because he started the channel and he think that I should record some of my things. My son's 13 years old, by the way. Very, very intelligent son. Very, very cute. But this is not a tattoo, just in case you were thinking. I just like to write this to remind myself to stay happy. Okay, I don't want to go too far. I have some views about the scariest person in my perspective. Um, you know what's the scariest person in the world? I'm not talking about the criminals. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about self harm. There's some people I feel is very scary. Especially you can hear a lot from such person. What they're gonna say is most of the time they will say, "I know because I have certain background. For example, I have certain. I've got a degree in medical, so I know a lot about the COVID. I know a lot about the vaccination. I know if they say if you start hearing somebody who say I know because I have certain things or certain background I've experienced. I would, of course, we do give respect to certain people. If they start with this background, they want to be they want to tell you how credible they are in terms of certain knowledge. Yeah, go ahead. I have no problem with that. The problem is when there are certain people that the moment they started introducing themselves, they shut the door from listening from you. So it's going to be a one-way communications. I feel that such people is not humble enough to know more about the world. They thought that they know everything about the subject. Um, I just don't think so. There's always things that you can learn from everybody, including a 13-year-old kid. Like my son, he started this channel for me, and I do nothing about it. He started the whole thing. He do the thumbnails. He do everything. He's the guy. So listen, open to listen for more opinions. Do not stop people from talking by introducing your own background. Like I'm a I'm actually I have a degree or I have a master degree in immunity in vaccination. I know that by having vaccination, you're gonna have certain kind of allergic, and you might uh, have some fatal consequence, and because of that, blah 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 blah. I don't think that's the good thing to do, and I realized that this is usually this this these people usually form a clan or a tribe. So they will try to give you peer pressure. Talking about people who comes from having maybe a psychological background or medical backgrounds or even religious backgrounds, any kind of things, they will come to give you a peer pressure, um, saying that what I'm going to say here is that I believe in God. What I'm saying is that they are trying to come and climb you down to tell you that you know not enough, you know not enough about certain subject comparing to him or her, and therefore you have to listen to what he or she is going to tell you. Because if you don't, you are going to be doomed for the knowledge that you're lacking to make a well-informed decision. Um, I have no problem with that. Some people come with good intention. However, there are also some people who do not realize that they do not have enough information to fit you to make a well-informed decision as well. I met with, I'm just going to give you some example. I met with somebody who actually come and tell me that uh, you must get yourself vaccinated because the chances of you surviving is higher than you not surviving in the real world. But what they talk about is when you're only given a choice of going to the left or to the right. But in reality, you can go up, down, 45 degrees to the left, downwards. And you can go front and back as well. There are many options that you can take apart from just having yourself vaccinated. Have you have you thought about therapeutic treatments? Have you thought about what you're going to do in terms of when you're being infected, or what you can do before you're being infected? The natural immunity. Do you know anything about that? Do you know how the virus works? Do you put in enough time to research about the spike protein and the receptors and blah, 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 before you come to a conclusion and tell me that these are the only two options? There are more than that. Peer pressure is a real thing, especially when it comes from top-down, authoritative figures like government, medical authorities, so on. No, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to do with what I want to say. It's more like a diary. The truth is, I feel nobody in this world, nobody, absolutely nobody, has enough data to know about everything. There's always room to know another 5% more. So keep that in mind. Be humble. Be a listener. Comments down below if there's something that you want to tell me. Give it a likes as well, because I really just want to know that you exist. Yeah, the scariest person on earth, in my view, is, I think, those who are always started with "I know" and "because." I know because it's a good thing to tell, but I know because it's not a good thing to tell, especially when you are saying it for the sake of stopping the person from talking. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to yourself in terms of knowledge learning. Take care. Stay safe.